some basic escalation methods on a first date. For example, took a girl dinner, vibing with a girl, joking around. What would be the next step to either kiss? Okay, dude. All right, this is really good. Okay, so I can actually show you guys this. So I got this. I would actually suggest any of you guys watch Coach Kyle. I actually don't know because I've only seen like 2 of his videos, but I saw this in one of his videos. It was a very good way of explaining exactly how to kiss a girl the best possible way. And this is actually true for escalation in general. What you want to focus on is not the kiss. Every guy focuses on the end result. But really, what you should be focusing on is, and that's a really good question, by the way, what you really should be focusing on is how close can we talk? Like, can I talk to a girl that's this close to my face? And then it's like comfortable, right? Because imagine a world where the girl is down to talk to you this close, where you're like talking kind of slow. You're like, yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, that's great. And you're talking this close to the girl. Like, imagine a world where you're this close and you guys don't kiss. And she's like not comfortable to kiss you. Like, obviously she's comfortable to kiss you at this point. So this is actually what he says to do. And I actually agree, because it's kind of crazy. Like, the way he describes it, I literally do this exact same thing every time I'm on a date, which is fucking wild. This is what you want to do. Focus on, and obviously proximity, sitting next to the girl or sitting across from her. So say that, like, obviously you want to like either sit next to her, like here in my car, or if you're at a square table, sit diagonal, like sit like, so the table is like 90 degrees, like someone's here, other girl is like, kind of in front of you a little bit to the right or to the left, so that you guys are close. Or sit outside, like go get drinks or go get coffee, sit outside on like patio furniture, like a couch, so you guys can sit next to each other. Okay. That's actually like really important. So proximity is very important when it comes to like escalating on a first date, making moves. And then instead of focusing on the kiss or the end result, whatever you're like looking for, focus on things leading up to that. Okay. Try to get to the point right before the kiss, or try to get to the point right before holding her hand. Like, at the point right before holding her hand, you could probably just be like, hey, let me see your hand. It's like, oh, wow, your hands are soft. You like hold them like this and then kind of, do this thing. You can just be like, oh, wow, your hands are soft. And then from there, you're like, okay, like now things are good. And then maybe focus on getting this close. You want to kiss her, focus on getting this close and talking this close. So maybe that looks like, playfully shoving her away and be like, God, I fucking hate you. And then like pulling her in for a hug. Like, no, I'm just kidding. Or, oh my God, you're so much trouble. And like giving her like a hug, like a side hug, whatever. Or getting the point where like you hug and then you pull away. Maybe you hug and you pull away and you keep your face like here, ask her a question, make eye contact, ask her a question. Like, God, you're trouble, aren't you? And then you can like look down at her lips, look back up. You can also pay attention to, well, I'll get to that in a second, actually. But specifically, what you can do when you want to kiss a girl is just look right here, just get to this point. And then you can do this shit where you like lean in and like whisper something in her ear, or like say something in her ear, and then like give her a kiss on the cheek. And then you pull back and you're like even closer. So you're like right here. And then it's like, she's going to kiss you. Like, you don't have to worry about kissing her. She's going to kiss you for sure. Because she's not kissing you, that's fucking wild. And then you can kiss her, like, obviously. So that's a really good way of doing things. Also, another way to escalate on the date is through just calling out like that she's into you. So this kind of goes back to what I was talking about with Dan. But you should get good at you should get really good at like noticing when a girl's like turned on by you. So I have a like a sixth sense for when a girl looks at my lips. Like, I'll show you exactly what it looks like, because I'll like look at the camera. So the girl's like looking at you like this, and then she'll look down, look back up, look down, look back up. It's just this. I have like a fucking sixth sense for that shit, because all I have to do, if I'm worried about making it like sexual, like getting, transitioning to that point where, I'm going to kiss her, all I have to do is go like, why are you looking at my lips like that? That's all I got to do. Like, why are you looking at my lips? And I just ask her, and she's like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, and she's like a little uncomfortable, and it causes like that tension. And then I just like sit in silence. I'll just shut the fuck up, and I'll just let her fucking squirm, dude. Like, I was just like, why are you looking at my lips like that? I just kind of look at her. Crazy. And then, you know, maybe I'll like look away. I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand you. Like, kind of shove her, like playfully shove her, you know? Yeah, shove her to the ground and like beat the shit out of her. No. But like, I'm just like, I was like kind of playfully shove her away. Like, oh yeah, you know, like whatever. And then now it's like, there's like that sexual tension there. And then if she does it again, I'll just be like, God, I'm not going to kiss you yet. I'm a gentleman. You know, I can't do that, you know? Or I'll like notice it and we're right here. I'll like lean in to kiss her and then I'll like pull away. Like, nah, well, maybe, no. And then I'll wait. Like, there's all this shit that I do leading up to the kiss that makes it really, really good. Like, and I think the reason that like guys will talk about like, oh, my issue, like I have an issue closing, bro. Like I can't close. Like the reason the girl doesn't want to fuck you is because you're focused on like getting to the end result of each step. So like holding her hand, hugging, like holding her hand, kissing, and then like making out and then sex or whatever, or like blowjob and then sex, or like going down on her and then sex. Like you guys are like worried about that when like you should really be worried about like all the in between shit. If you're worried about all the stuff in between, then like she's gonna be wet as fuck by the end of the day. Like she's gonna be so fucking, she's gonna like beg you to like, well, actually, the last like 2 dates I went on, the girl literally was like begging me to fuck her in my car or in her car, actually, because her car actually had room. And it's like, so that's like really what you need to be doing is like focusing on the buildup in between. And if you focus on the buildup in between, like you're good. You're like definitely good. So there's some examples of verbal escalation and physical escalation.